Hi everyone, my name is It's KGA, and I will be joining Sam Pham in Cyberpunk 2077. The goal of this is to give you guys more tips, better tricks, walkthroughs, gun reviews, and all around more unique content to Cyberpunk so that you can maximize your time in Night City and have a better understanding of your character. So as a new voice to the channel, it's only fair that I give you guys a little bit of context for how Sam and I know each other. Sam and I worked together for about 3 years now in NBA 2K, specifically in the esports world, and we're both lifelong gamers. So as guys that are constantly trying to find unique advantages within NBA 2K and other titles, it was only fitting that we came together to tackle this immersive and expansive landscape within Cyberpunk and Night City. So the goal of today's video is to give you guys a different perspective from Sam's main tips and tricks. As you know, if you've been watching, he's prioritizing handguns, crafting, and cold blood. So I'm going body with stamina and really diving into the annihilation perk tree. And then I want some engineering for some grenades so I can have some range. And then I'll dabble in some cold blood just to maximize crit and damage, with the hopes of really just coming out as this merciless killer, providing carnage, in-your-face damage, and really getting my hands dirty and enjoying the fun and chaos that will ensue. So I'm about 6-7 hours into the game, just got out of the prologue, pretty new to this, but I've picked up a couple tips and tricks that I want to tell you guys about that will improve your quality of life within Cyberpunk 2077. So the first tip that I would highly recommend you take advantage of is the quick save feature, or saving before you choose different dialogues, spend any money, craft any materials, put any perks in, because it is a great feature that Cyberpunk allows you as the player to leverage before committing to a big decision that could hamstring you down the road. So why not take advantage of it? The storyline is incredibly immersive, and even for myself, it's something we often forget because you can be hanging out with Jackie or going on some of those main storylines and forget to save on your own terms before there's some outcome that you didn't want. The second tip I would highly recommend: early on when you're filling out your perks, target either Mule or look for Scrapper, both of which are inventory management systems that will help you if you're a prolific looter like myself. I consider myself a big loot hoarder. I'm trying to loot all the dead bodies, any items I see, and Mule will give you additional backpack slots so that you can manage your inventory manually. Now Scrapper, on the other hand, will get rid of any junk automatically that you've acquired while you're looting. So there's a big discrepancy there. Choose the path that you prefer, but both will help you with your management of your inventory. The third tip is, as you're unlocking some of these perks, make sure you go to a Ripper Doc. It can be your best friend Victor, or you can go to any Ripper Doc within Night City to upgrade your Cyberware, because a lot of these perks have some correlation that you do need to install to really take advantage of these perks. Case in point, Mule, you need to install in your Cyberware to increase that carrying capacity. So make sure you're taking advantage of this. There's so much here. I would also recommend that you take a break from the main storyline from time to time. And I get it. It's very immersive, it's highly engaging, it's easy to just plug along going from point A to point B and you get sucked in. But Night City is massive and there's so much out there. There's great ways to increase your perks and attributes, level up your character, find epic and legendary weapons, increase your street cred. I would highly recommend, when you feel it's appropriate, take time just to explore and enjoy what this game truly has to offer. And don't forget that Cyberpunk's environment is highly interactive. There are ways to quickly and effectively wipe out groups, avoid gunfights, or take down large swarms of enemies that are higher level than you. So use your grenades wisely, look for those propane tanks, try to blow up some of those vehicles. It can save you time and future headaches. So the build I'm trying to pursue is going to be unique, to say the least. So I'm going to prioritize shotguns. I'll probably dabble in a little SMGs, build up my engineering skills, and then really try to inflict mass damage with some crits. So I'm trying to prioritize body, and by now you probably know body adds health points, some stamina. I'm going to do some technical abilities for engineering so I can increase my grenades and then dabble in some crafting, and then we'll have to tackle some cool because that is my primary resource for crit. And again, my goal is I want to play with shotguns, and then I need those nades for additional range, and then just go in and just absolutely create as much havoc as I can. So then as we look at the early stages of the build, I'm really taking a closer look at Annihilation. So I started investing in Dead Center, and the purpose of Dead Center is to increase torso damage by 10%. Obviously it's okay to get headshots with a shotgun, but it's just not efficient because of the spread of the weapon. So Dead Center is a no-brainer. It's going to increase my DPS, damage per second, by 10%. The next perk that I attacked was Hail of Bullets. So this increases shotguns and light machine guns damage output by 3%. So again, now we're just trying to stack damage first and foremost within the body category. Then we look towards engineering, and because of the limited range of the shotguns, I went mech looter as an opportunity to loot better weapon mods with the hopes of getting some tech weapons down the road. But it really increases my loot, especially since I'm not going to be investing in crafting. I'm going to have limited opportunities with the shotgun. And then I went can't touch this because as a guy who's going to be spamming grenades, I don't want to eat damage, especially if things bounce off. There's going to be some air grenades. It's going to be pretty chaotic. So those are the initial points that I'm trying to tackle. But the next talent I'm going to invest in is Sapper within the crafting ability because it's going to increase my damage by 10%. And then I'll look at Cold Blood within Cool because it's going to allow me to stack more damage and increase my crit. And where we're at right now with about 6 hours into this, we got a lot of room to grow. But the point of this build, again, is to be just filthy with damage. So as you see here, I just equipped 3 different shotguns, 2 side-by-sides, and a semi-auto. And instead of reloading, I'll either spam grenades or just try to quick switch my weapons to have as much damage output as I possibly can, be putting up some pretty crazy damage numbers, and we'll be outfitted with some pretty cool tech weapons too. So this is the start of the build. Exciting things to come. If you're interested in following along with the journey, make sure you like and subscribe to Sam's channel. There'll be more content coming out from myself, from Sam, some potential other guests, and we're just going to continue to pump this content out. So if you have any thoughts, feedback, let us know.